Bienvenido, welcome to Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hello, hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Hello there, Vortex. I see that you're in here. Glad that you like the new. I actually really like your new thumbnail. Wait. Hey, I'm able to see. Oh, because it's a different setting. That's fine. That's so cool, though. I do look. You didn't add a background to it. I thought you might have. I thought you might want to, but it looks really nice. How's your day been? I've had a nice, very eventful day. I've been like very busy, you know. I always start my days, you know, with my dailies. You know, I wake up early, make breakfast, take my daughter to school. We went out to like a nice like park, and we were like looking, like taking in nature, you know. Then I did my morning stream. After that, I was busy doing some work stuff. Then, I guess I picked up my daughter and like. Then I was working a little bit, and then I'm here. Oh, actually, I don't know if you saw, I posted a new video, another recommendation video, you know, like things that are new on Steam that caught my attention. So if you want to check that out, that'd be wonderful. Hopefully you guys like it. There's a few games that really, I was like, ooh, these are very nice. I like these. I mean, all of them I liked, but some I was like, oh yeah, I know. I have some things I have to do. Like I have to do some things a little later, so like just like today seems like it's like a little off, you know what I'm talking about, like time wise. It will be a shorter stream also. But hello, Mr. Ghost. I did see that you came in. I just didn't really like say hello, but I know that you like. I mean, I like saying hello to you guys. I think it's really nice. Today I'm actually it's like a dev stream, and I was actually kind of excited to talk about anime design. You know, because earlier today I was lucky enough I was playing Splatoon. No, I haven't. I've been like really busy today. I've been very busy, Mr. Ghost. I can check it out now though. It is more like I still haven't really done anything yet, so like I don't mind looking at it now. Let me check it. I have not checked it on purpose. Because like, which one did you post? Let's see. No, that's Zbot. Zbot posted that. Oh, okay. Let me check it out. I'm gonna check it out. I was actually working on a new post. Ooh, wait, I do see the purple. You posted the purple, the red. Okay, I see these, which I've seen these. The yellow, the new ones. This one, oh, the old crystals. You're comparing them. Good. It's good that you're comparing the old ones and new ones so people could tell. Agreed. It is fire. Oh, I like him. He's so cute. It looks good. And I like the little, you gave him a nice little blink. Hello, Max. Welcome in. Glad to have you. We just started. We were like, it's going to be like a chill stream. I actually really like that, Mr. Ghost. This is very nice. Oh, and then you sent me, oh, you sent me some personally. Oh, I see it. So it's like a gauntlet thing, right? I was a little curious how this apparatus was going to work in your game. So I do like to see that it's like a little gauntlet. And they look nice, they do. Okay, actually one thing I will comment. The proportions are not the same. So the pixel size is what I mean. The pixel size, you should have two versions. You should have the zoomed in version, which is like the other one you have is fine. But then the version that's on Nikki, right? You should have a version on Nikki with smaller, not smaller, with larger pixels, because he already has a lot of pixels. You know what I'm talking about? So it looks odd because the pixels on the device are so much smaller than the pixels on Nikki. So yes, I would recommend modifying those just so that they're accurate to each other. You know what I mean? So you should have different, like in a lot of games, they'll have these things, right? Here, I'll just show you. I'll like do like a doodle or whatever, right? They'll have, I don't know, let's say, here's like a character, right? A statue. You know, here's a statue far away. But as soon as you get close, you'll see the statue will have like detail of like these like arms, and it'll have like a nose. And it'll have like eyebrows or something. It'll have like little eyes. You'll see it has like a little bobbly, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? So the farther it is, the less detailed it is. The closer you are, the more detailed it becomes. So that's what I'm saying you might want to do with your thing, because you have like a little, yes, you have this design up close or whatever, right? You have like this gauntlet. It looks fine here, but as soon as you scale it down onto the guy, it looks a little odd, just because because you are using like what's it called, 8-bit and whatnot. So redo the Nikki. Yeah, the ones that go on his body should be different. And hello, StayCon. Actually, so for today, what I really wanted to talk about, I want to talk about enemy designs, just because today when I was playing Splatoon, I was like, oh, these are really, like, I'm not even joking. Splatoon is like a masterclass of design. And this is such a good example of different designs. Actually, I might pull it up different. No, let's so like, I guess I could just break them down. Let's see. PRB, I have to delete. No worries, Mr. Ghost. It's a work in progress. I wouldn't stress about deleting every little thing you do. Just everything. That's the thing. When you catch something so early on, it's a work in progress. It could change, right? But no, okay. So I was gonna say so there's like different degrees of enemies, right? So there are like the mob, the swarm, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them the swarm for now. The swarm. Right? The swarm. They're very easy. You hit them with one hit. They're usually not difficult. Let's see. Steak. Oh, you were in the portal, the portrait mode, yeah? Yeah, it's cool. So I was saying I was going to break them up, right? So we have the swarm, or grunts, whatever you want to call them. Usually by themselves, they're very weak, right? So it's like, here, I'm gonna weak, right? These are weak characters in the game. They're weak enemies. I'm gonna mark it like this. So they're very weak. They're like for the player to learn, right? Player to learn. Right, this is like the point of the swarm character. By themselves, they're very weak, and usually in games, they'll introduce them one at a time. Like you're like, oh, you'll see like one, maybe two, and then you're like, okay, I figured it out. They're very easy to defeat. You have to learn moves on them, right? And then they're difficult in large amounts, right? So large amounts equal, difficulty, right? So larger amounts make it more difficult. So that's like the idea of swarm enemies. Mr. Ghost, I think Infinite Echoes enemies will be good examples. Yeah, no, like you want to have these in whatever game you're making. You want to have something that's easy. There's a lot of. You know what I'm talking about? It's an easy way to an easy, safe way to introduce danger to your player, or difficulty or whatever. And then after that, there's like another degree, right? Let's move on into, so after the swarm, I would call, what can we call these? I don't know what we could call them, but like not quite a swarm, but like maybe they teach you a mechanic. I'm trying to think of a good name to call these guys. But I know there's a swarm, maybe the soldier. Let's call this soldier. Soldier, right? These are the soldiers, right? Or whatever. They're not very strong, but they're definitely stronger than the swarm. So weak. No, let's see, I'd say normal. Let's just call them normal. They're normal. Usually they're a little more, they have a little more to them, right? They might have some kind of mechanic that makes it easier for you to teach you, easy to beat with mechanic or with skill. Let's call it skill. So the other one, they're just easy to beat. This one, the soldier, they are easy to beat with a particular skill. Maybe okay, you played the game a little bit, you learned a skill, you go, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I know. I haven't gotten to that. Those are, I think those, I would say a little more specific. It can. There's a lot. There's so many categories of this. We're just making up names for these. You know what I'm saying? Like a spawner, a soldier. I'm saying those like a good way of thinking of it. Let's see, Mr. Ghost. In battles, in my game, there will be a limit of 4 enemies. Oh, okay. I'm working on one now. Oh, like a summoner. Yeah, I know you. The ones that summon creatures, they usually call them just spawners or summoners, stuff like that. So I would say, so for the soldier, right? They're easy to beat, but you know they're easy to beat with a skill, in particular. Then I would say there's the other ones. I would say maybe these would call like maybe specialists. Let's call them specialists. Specialist, right? So you're probably thinking, hey, welcome Atlas. I'm gonna do like a shorter stream today. I do have some things I have to do a little later. So I was like, well, I'll do a little earlier. Instead of like canceling the stream completely, I was like, I could do a little earlier and just do like a short one. And just have cheesecake, nice. So technically, it could be 8 enemies. No, it could be whatever enemies you want, as many as you want. So I think specialists, right? So specialist, let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna give it like wings or something, just as a visual example. Okay, so specialists, their thing, they can only be defeated with one particular mechanic or something. Hello, Ariana. It is only me and somebody else. No, there's Atlas, Mr. Ghost. Who else is here? Staycon, Max, and wait. What was your name? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Vortex. I said Vortex changed their name. They used to have a different name before. They used to be Warden. And Andrew, hello. Because there's also Twitch, Instagram, like was it YouTube, vertical and horizontal. And thank you so much, my lovely little flower, for subscribing. That is a very nice name. I like that. But no, so it's gonna tell you, like a specialist, right? So you're probably thinking, what's the difference of specialist and a soldier? So specialists can only be defeated with a particular skill, right? So they're easy. I would say like they're like normal. Let's call them normal. Normal. That's like normal difficulty, but can only be defeated, right? Only with skill. Right, so that's like, it's like a slightly better than the soldier. They're like a specialist. It's like, oh, okay, so you could, let's say this guy, give him wings. You can't beat him with melee because he's flying. So you need a ranged move. So you'd only beat him with a ranged skill, for example, right? So that is like kind of like the concept behind like a specialist. And then let's go into like I'll call this one like a enforcer. These are like, I would call the like enforcer would be more of like a mini boss. Think of it like a mini boss, right? This is like a mini boss. Let's call it mini boss also. I would say this is like hard. It's like a harder difficulty, not impossible. They're a little difficult. Can you do the quadratic formula? No, I'm not into mathematics, Dayton. I'm so sorry. Mr. Ghost, for my game, only mini bosses and one of the main bosses will be specialists. Oh, okay. So this is just like a, so the thing, Mr. Ghost, with having weaker specialists, can you write my name? Not really one of those channels, Andrew. I'm talking more about like game design and stuff like that. I'm sorry. But either way, well, I was going back to Mr. Ghost. So the thing with a specialist, right? The thing, so I'll do, I guess like for this one, let's do, just so it's like, it's like something big or whatever, right? I'm gonna do like a little doodle of like a dragon or something. There we go. So it's like a little dragon, dude. I'm just giving like an example of what it would be. But yeah, okay, so I was going back. So the thing with specialists is that you're giving, you're teaching your players in a safe environment that some enemies need to be beaten in a particular way, right? So like, yes, I was going back. So this one, or what was it? The swarms are easy to beat. Anyone could beat them, right? You could hit anything. You could beat them with, it doesn't really matter. They're mainly just to teach you, oh, okay, this is how I could test out a mechanic or something. Soldiers are slightly more difficult. Usually you could beat them with advanced skills. Specialists, you could only beat them with a particular skill. It doesn't really matter what skill. Maybe you're teaching the players to jump on people's heads like Mario, right? So it's like, oh, okay, so they're only weak if I jump on their head. That's how you beat them. But you can't beat them any other way. So that's like the point of a specialist. Enforcers or mini bosses are usually to test the player. You're testing skills, right? So you're testing the player with these different skills. You're like, okay, so this is like a challenge. This is supposed to be like, okay, there's like, I have to combine the skills I learned in earlier battles or whatever, earlier level, how to like, you know, like I'm being tested with these skills. That is a good example of an enforcer. That's what I'm going to call it. And I wanted to go into Splatoon, right? Splatoon is I'm not even joking. It's like a masterclass of these designs. So I actually wanted to go into, let's go into, you know, like the chat. Yeah, let's go into the chat. And I'm thinking I could pop up YouTube. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna pop up my own video, which is kind of funny, right? I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna switch over. Just bear with me, right? I'm gonna be here still. Don't worry. I'm gonna go into one of my videos, like one of my streams actually. I'm gonna go into one of my streams, and we're gonna look at some bosses. And I was actually really excited about this. Like today, I was like, "Ooh, actually, this is like a good thing I could actually talk about, like a full-on video." I think it'd be really cool dissecting these bosses. And hold on, I'm gonna look for it first. I don't want to just like jump in immediately. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this over. Okay. I think here it is. Open that up. Here, I'm gonna open it up for you guys. One moment. Bear with me. And what? Wait. Here, you'll see. I'm gonna do this. Let's make that smaller. And then I'm gonna do on this side too, just so you guys could see it. Then let's open that up. We're literally gonna look at like a stream of mine, right? And I'm gonna show you some characters that are like really good examples of different types of bosses. Let's do that. Open it up. There we go. Okay. I'll mute this one. So what? Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna just go one at a time. We're gonna talk about these bosses and kind of like analyze them. Let's see. I will have 4 gameplay categories: easy, normal, hard, and are you sure? That's funny. I like that. Okay. So for this one, okay. Let me skip forward, and we're gonna find the boss. Oh wait, here's the first boss, I believe. Right? I'm gonna want to talk about the bosses a little bit, of like different kind of bosses, and like this is such a good game, Splatoon, of like talking about different kind of bosses. And I was like, oh, I love this. Okay, so this off the bat, this what they did in the game Splatoon. They were just giving like a nice example, nice easy example of how to introduce the mechanic, right? So they have like this random character. I think they called it Goldie, right? Whatever. Goldie is just like a shining character. Doesn't really do anything. They just wanted to show you the mechanic that you had to like defeat it to collect these eggs. So I would call Goldie, like going back to what we were talking about earlier, Goldie would probably be just like a more like a spawn, right? No, maybe not. It's like in between a spawn and a soldier. So it's very basic. There's not really much going on with Goldie, right? You look at it, you're like, okay, that's a really basic character. It didn't do much. So let's go back. Actually, you know, I could, yeah, let's go back. I feel like I'm at school, kind of. I'm sorry, not meaning that. It's just like I was like looking at him like this is such a good example and of like of game design, and I was like, oh my god, this is. I want to do like a video where talking about this. And I was like, oh, I could like break them down, like really break down game design using this game and the stream that I did. I actually no, hold up, I could change it. I just realized I want to do something and else, so I don't have to like switch back and forth between the two windows. So I'm gonna do, where is it? The YouTube one. There we go. Add that. I'm gonna change that up. One moment, bear with me. I'm just gonna put it here, right? So we don't have to go back and forth, or and I'll do the same on this side. And close that in. Hey, oh. But okay. That's very odd. I'm like looking at something. There's something odd here. The doodle bar. Oh, this one should not be seen. Huh? I was a little lost there. Okay. I was like, there's like random things showing up and I didn't realize it. What about this one? Wait. So sorry. I'm just like looking, there's like random things showing up. Hello, Vortex. You came in earlier. Hello, Moth. Welcome in. Okay, I'm gonna continue doing, I'm gonna put this over here. That's kind of where I want to put it anyways. And then put this one. Why is that's very odd. This shouldn't be on there. There's something like showing up that should not be showing up. And I'm a little confused about it. This one. I don't know. Like this should be on top. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm going to put this, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because I thought it was so interesting that this game literally goes through all the bosses, describing them all, right? So after you beat the one, they introduce you to more bosses, like more mechanics. And here's, where is it? Wait, I'm gonna like work it. Hello, remember I said I was working on that sword. I do remember. I do remember. No, wait. I remember seeing the cool dragons. I don't remember the sword though. I haven't seen the sword, Moth. Okay, I'm gonna skip it forward. Wait. I want to go to like one of the new bosses just to show you. Best example is yourself. Wait. And where is it? I just want to skip through just so we can see the bosses. I thought it was so cool that they did this in this game. Oh, okay. So this is a perfect example. Okay. So this is actually something that is kind of like a special skill one. Right? You could see this guy. I don't know if you could tell him. I'm going to go because I'm bored. Yeah, no worries, Vortex. If it's not, like I've told you before, if you're not into the game design stuff, you don't have to come in. I mean, it's nice that you come in. I know you're more into the doodle stuff. But no, okay, so I was going to say, this guy, what I think is so interesting, I would say he's more of a specialist. But instead of it only being with a skill, it's based on when exactly you hit the, it's like a timing based one. So it's weak to a certain timing. Hello, Bob. Hello, I see you hit 1,000. No, I haven't. I have not hit 1,000. I'm at 717, Bobby, or Bob. And then Moth, I didn't weigh the parts. I'm so sad. Oh, okay. I'm almost done. Ooh. Oh, that's not nice. It broke. Oh, that's such a bummer. That's happened to me before. I remember I made like a little diorama thing and it broke. And it was very disappointing because I didn't get to finish it. Okay, so I was saying earlier, this guy, the guy with he has an explosive sack on his head. I don't know if you can see that. So he has like an explosive sack on his head, and the way you could beat him is by exploding it. But only when he has it on his head. That's how you do damage to him. So he's immune to damage unless you hit a particular spot. So it's like I said, it's much like a specialist, right? So it's really interesting. I was like, oh, they do that in this game. So you have to hit it in a particular way. See, if you hit his body, it doesn't do any damage, right? I'm hitting him, doesn't do anything. But then if you hit the little sack on his head, then it does damage. Which I was like, oh, that's so interesting. And they give you time because he's very slow. He's very slow, so they give you time to figure it out. You don't need to read the tutorial, which I think is so annoying when games, they're like, oh, you need to read the tutorial to understand how to play the game. I really dislike that. I feel like games should they don't need to handhold the players. You know what I mean? You should be able to teach game mechanics just by playing. You don't need to be like, oh, this is what you do. This is what you do. No. See, look, about here is where I realize it. Let me see. Right, see, now I realize, oh, I could just hit the sack and then I defeat him, right? So let's jump over to the next one. Oh, this is a timing one. It's really nice. So after I put it in, I select a new enemy, right? I think this is another specialist type, right? So this one's like a timing one. So the way it works, when the enemy has its lid closed, you can't beat it, right? He's immune to damage. And I was like, okay. But as soon as he opens the lid, you could drop something in there. So that is like a timing based one with a particular skill. So you could only beat him by dropping in little explosives or whatnot into the thing. And I was like, oh, I really like this. This is so good. Like I said, this is like a master class at designing enemies. Right. And the thing is, it's cool because you can only beat him when it's open. And that's particularly when he's the most dangerous, because that's when he's releasing his missiles. See? So I was testing it out. Just shooting it doesn't do anything. Right. Just shooting into it doesn't do anything. It's only the little explosives you have to drop in. So it's a particular skill at a particular moment, where the other one, you just have to do damage in a particular moment in a particular spot. So I was like, okay, this is very interesting. Let's skip ahead. Completed that one. Let's go into, what was the next one? Oh, this one. So this one is like, I like these. These, you see them a lot in games, right? I'm going to do another doodle. So you see these, I like to call these like shields, right? So you got this character just holding up a shield. So you have this, like, it's like a shield bearer, or just call it a wall, right? A wall. So they're immune to damage from here, but they're weak on the back, right? Mr. Ghost, for the next stream that you talk about games, can you talk about mechanics that I'm having a hard time on? Types. Sure, we could talk about types. That sounds like a good idea. I'll actually write it down. I'm gonna write that down. About typing, like, what do you mean, like, particular with typing? I'm curious. Like, we can talk about types, but I'm just curious what direction you want to go with typing. But like for this one, like fire. Okay, I get you. Like how types interact with it. Oh, I could definitely use mine. My Oreos is a perfect example with it for next stream, like next week. That sounds like wonderful. Okay, so I was saying this guy, which I think is so fun. So when he's immune to damage in the front, right? But he takes damage in the back, which I was like, oh, okay. Oops. Which these are so good. This is like a type of specialist, right? So he blocks everything. Nothing happens in the back. You're able to hit him in the back. Like nothing happens in the front. Things happen in the back. You could do it vice versa too. You could have it that he's immune to damage in the front, or in the immune to damage in the back, and you could only attack him in the front too. It really depends how you want to do it. Which I think I love these type of characters, the shield wall characters. They're so fun. So let's skip forward to the next one. Oh, I thought this was such a creative one. I hadn't seen this type of one before, but this is like the type that you have to hit in a particular spot, right? But I never seen it done in this manner. And I was like, that is so interesting. So what they did, that you had to hit this guy in the back, but it has like this. It's wet, or it has like this weapon. I guess call it. I guess it's like a weapon. That's like a. Oh, you know what it is? It's kind of like a puppet master. Think of it that way, right? So I had this like puppet that it was just like riding. So if you hit the puppet, nothing would happen, right? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You hit it all you want. Nothing happens. No damage done. But you hit this guy in the back, which I thought was like, that's such a unique way of doing the weak spot. You know, you see him as a you could see him. I'm trying to like figure out. I'm like, oh, okay, so you can't damage the puppet. And I was like, that's so interesting the way they did that. And then like I was like, obviously you after you figure it out, it's easy. You just have to hit the guy in the back. But see, the way they did it, I was like, oh, okay. So you have to hit the guy in the back. And I was like, that is so interesting. Mr. Ghost, for like the example, Ghost is a type of protects on melee. Oh, I like that. That's interesting. Similar to remember they had the haunted ability in cassette base where they had the immunity. I thought that was very cool. But all right, so I thought that was a really interesting way of doing this type of mechanic. Oh, then this one, these are ones that like you have to like take down slowly, right? You'll see. So these ones are like a progressive beat, like type of or enemy. Right, I was just like looking at. Oh, I remember I skipped it. So I did Mao, which I think was like this is like a timing based one. So the timing ones, like obviously, here's the ground or whatever, right? When it's underground, you can't do anything to it. You know, it's safe when it's underground, but when it pops up, you're able to hit it. It's one of those enemies. So like this, you can't touch it. Here you can. So this is like a timing based one. So it pops up from underneath. And I was like, okay. So it's really easy to understand that. So it's like like I said, they do a lot of timing based ones or ones that are particular moments, which I really enjoy. Mr. Ghost, Oni Boi is the protection. It is a protection and attacks over time type. Oh, okay. So it's like very defensive. That's interesting. But yeah, I thought this one was interesting. These are good enemies. I don't know, like I wouldn't call them like a good boss. Like they're all called bosses, like salmon bosses. They don't feel like bosses, to be honest. So I'm gonna skip over to the next one. Oh, this one I thought was very dull. I didn't like this. Oh, I like this one a lot. Hold up. So after beating this one, this guy I really liked, the little umbrella dude. So his whole thing, I thought it was very creative. So the way they did this guy is that he has like a little umbrella and he protects himself, right? He has like a little shell. You can not able to hurt him. In this mode, he has like a little blaster or whatever, and he's able to blast you. But after he fires, the whole thing flips around. So so in this one you have to wait for him to attack. And then he becomes vulnerable. So I was like, oh, it's one of those. There's like another timing based one, which is pretty common. You see them like charging enemies. So like now, like this, you're not able to do anything, but like this, you're able to attack all you want, right? But like this is like a timing based one. You see them a lot with like charging characters. So like they'll charge you, then like they crash into a wall. Now they're weak. You're like dizzy or something. You know what I'm talking about? So it's similar thing. So you have to avoid the attack, then go in for the damage. So it's one of those enemies, which I thought was like, oh, I like him. But it's a very creative way of doing it, see? So he's covered up in the little umbrella. And then as soon as he fires, he flips over. See? And then like he jumps around to avoid you. Which I thought was very creative the way they did it. Now he flips over as soon as he fires. Yeah. Then Mystico's soul is the attack over time and area. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you. So he's like an AoE, damage over time, or also like a spread. Then next one after that. This one is the one I thought was very boring. It's pretty much a swarm. This is literally just a swarm. It's like a bunch of little guys you just defeat. Very boring, at least for me. You started wait, you started streaming an RPG? Which one? I did not see it. I haven't seen it. Which one is it? Please do tell. So this, like I said, that one. Very easy. Kind of, I didn't like it too much. It's kind of boring. Next up, this one. This one's just like a heavy. I wouldn't even like consider this like, it's just a heavy enemy. It doesn't do anything. Let's see, Mr. Ghost. It's a Block Tales character for demo. Oh, I'll have to check that stream out. Did you stream it today? I'll watch it later when I'm working. You know, like while I'm working on some stuff tonight, I'll definitely watch it. I usually watch. I have watched a few of yours later at night, to be honest. Let's see. Then next up, after this one, what was the other one I looked at? I want to see like some other interesting ones. Were there any other interesting ones? Not really. Okay. So off the bat, like, you know, the first one, because there's like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 different examples, right? So there are 11 different enemies that the Splatoon has, but I think they're all really good. The first one, you know, like breaking them down, like you get the first guy, right? He's like this fish, and then like that's his weak spot. So he is immune. I want to say grab red. So this is the only spot you can do damage for him. The rest of it, he's immune to it. You know, nothing happens or whatever. I'll do like this. So you can't hit him here, but you definitely could hit him here. That, yeah, okay, that's fine. Right? Something like that. Which I think is really interesting the way they did that. Wait, let me go back. Let me see. Stella, on my end, it is 3 days until I get to play. Oh, Monster Hunter Stories 3. Nice. Mr. Ghost. I do the same thing, but when I come from school. I played with Z-Bot. Hey, nice. That's awesome. You guys played together. That is one of those I almost put on my list. Monster Hunter Story. Just because I didn't put it because I feel like it was a little too long. Actually, I didn't. I was going to ask, are you able to vote? Did you not see in the announcements? Because someone else told me that they weren't able to see the announcements. I'm curious if Discord is not working. You know, because I put games for you guys to vote, and I didn't see anyone vote. I can't see it. Are you? Oh, okay, what? I'm very confused about that now. Because I did, for sure I put it, and I checked, and it should be visible. You know? I'm gonna have to like, I don't know what to do to fix that. I'll have to see about fixing it. I'll probably just pick a game myself then. I can't see anything in announcements. Really? Okay, no one could see it. That's very frustrating, to be honest. Because I posted it a while ago, and you guys should be able to see it. Because you have I have the permission for everyone to see it. Yeah. Yeah, channel permission is for everyone. Everyone can see it. Channel view, yeah. All because it says you have no permission. Okay, that is bizarre. It should have permission. I literally have everyone permission. Permission, yeah. That is very weird. Yeah. I had to read message history. I'm very confused why you guys can't see it. You guys should be able to see everything there. I'm very confused about that because you guys didn't have any issues before. Really? Okay, that is bizarre. I'm so confused about that. I'm sorry. Because like I put it yesterday, the games, you know, because I was like, oh, I'm sorry guys, I didn't have time to put on Friday and I didn't have it until like Sunday, like early Sunday I posted it. But if you guys want to know, I put Nevergrave, Hamorihime, and then Pokopia. Those are the games I put. But I don't know. I'll see. I haven't decided which ones. What happened, Mr. Ghost? because I will be wrapping it up. I have to do some things. That's why I did like an early stream today, just because I have some things to do. But yeah, I just wanted to like do like a more of like a design talk. Like, let's see, Mr. Ghost, there is another category that we can't see. Which one? What category can you not see? I'm very confused. Because I do have a category you guys shouldn't be able to see. It's called mods. That's like for eventually when I have mods. I made it not that long ago. It was gonna be for when I have mods. Like I made like a mods and admin section. But everything else you guys should be able to see. Stella, and for my Monster Hunter Monster Girl / boy project, I can't make the decision on if I want to make consumable items into Monster Girls such as herbs. Oh, that sounds fun. Wait, the travel info center? Are you serious? That's, you guys can't see it. Okay, that's really weird. I think that'd be really cool if you did do the herbs and the mushrooms and the fish and the bugs, Stella. But that is okay. That is so weird. I have to check that. I'm gonna like later. I gotta go. That's why I'm doing like I kind of like said I was gonna do a fast one today. But I'm gonna be out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much. There's one. Oh my god, I gotta see what's going on with these. Okay, now like now I'm just like very frustrated. What about the passport? Can you see the passport? Are you able to see the passport section? The roles and the rules and the welcome. Are you able to see all of those? Because the only thing I'm thinking is maybe like the permission. Okay, that's ridiculous. Oh, I am very confused. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like oh, so you guys cannot see any of the welcome. You're not able to open any of the welcome stuff. Okay, that's off. I gotta fix that then. I'll fix that tonight. 100%. I will fix that tonight. Let me write that down. Okay, it's a little annoying, but I'll figure it out. Fix Discord. Welcome. There. Okay, I wrote it down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's something off. Then I'm gonna have to fix that. I might even have to remake that whole section. I will see. But either way, can you see mine? Oh, you're what? Your rules? And let me check. I see your rules. Hello, Air. I was literally about to leave. Because I have some things to do. I do see your rules. Rules for mods. I see rules, regular rules. Yeah, I see them. I see those. I'll have to see what's wrong with mine because they used to work. I have no clue what happened though. But either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You know, today was more of like a chill talking about. I know I got things to do. I'm so sorry. I was literally, that's why I did an earlier stream. But I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much, Aaron, Mr. Gostella. Who else? I know there were more people. Bobby John, Moth. Let's see. Vortex. Dayton. Staycon. Who else? I just want to make sure. I like to say goodbye to everyone who actually said, oh, the Great Atlas. I'm sorry. I almost missed you, Great Atlas. And on Twitch, no one said anything. And Instagram, no one said anything. But I'm out of here, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Goodbye.